It is Friday, August 16th, 2024. This is Daniel once again coming back to you with a voice recording. I just woke up from a dream. I'm going to tell you the dream. It's a short dream, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I have this coworker who I deem he's a friend too. He's a friend, and I believe he's some sort of prophet in some form or fashion. He doesn't like to take the moniker. He doesn't like to take the name of prophet, but something resides in him that makes me think that he's some form of prophet or some sense. He does speak a lot about spirituality and everything around it, and his creator, his God, and what he believes in, right? So I coined him the prophet in some sense, in some form of fashion. But you know, he's like a how you say it, like a Virgil to my Dante. If anybody knows about Dante's Inferno, Purgatorio, he's like the Virgil to my Dante. But anyway, he tells me a lot about him, that he sees Jesus in his dreams, like Jesus has come to him plenty of times in the past. Right? And I'm like, man, I have yet to see Jesus himself or whatnot. I know I seen God the Father. I think I seen God the Father in one of my first dreams. Like I met him, but in a different aspect, like in some sort of futuristic world type with technologies that I have never seen. But Jesus never, but he has. So when he says that, I'm like, you know what? I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you. But I had a dream. Just woke up from it. I'm gonna tell you guys the dream. So basically, it takes place. It seems like this dream takes place in ancient times. We're talking about ancient Israelite times. But it's also crazy as today. This world is crazy today, you know. But it takes place back in the day, back in the Israelite times, ancient Israelite times, and for some reason it seems like I'm inhabiting someone, maybe a homeless person. My spirit is inhabiting a homeless person or someone who's homeless, that's out in the street or something. This is what I'm seeing outside in, you know what I mean? So basically there's a lot of people running around in the streets, right? A lot of people running around, but basically they're running around for some reason. They're acting like other people, idols. They're acting like they're idols at the time. So just for a description, if it was 2024 and I had an idol that I love so much, I'll be running around like and looking like Eminem and rapping like Eminem, who was my idol at one point. I'll be running around dressing like Eminem. I'll be running around looking like Eminem, talking like Eminem, stuff like that. You know, and that's what these people were doing. They were acting and dressing around like they're pagan. I would say pagan idols or what have you. They run around the streets, running around, acting, weird, like it's a Halloween, like it's Halloween. And there's officers walking around as well. I guess they're trying to keep the peace in a sense, keep the peace. There's no violence or anything like that, but they just running around acting weird, yelling and screaming and all this other stuff, acting like they're idols. There's officers walking around like I guess maybe if I were to picture like Romans walking around, Roman officers walking around trying to, I guess, keep the peace in some form of fashion and trying to get rid of the crowd or disperse the crowd in some sense. But I'm there too. I'm also acting too, in a sense, as this person I'm inhabiting. This body I'm inhabiting is also acting like something. But in this body, I'm leaning against a bush, like a bush with leaves and stuff like that. I'm leaning against a bush, but I'm sitting down, leaning on this bush. I'm right next to this bush. So this officer, I would say Roman officer, walks past, and he comes to me and talks and says and asks me a question. He says, "Well, who are you trying to be?" Like, he comes to me, "Who are you trying to be?" I look up at him. So basically, so after that, after he asked that, I'm sorry. After he asked that question, this other man walks past. He walks right in front of me. I could see this man's sandals. He had the long cloth dress that he was wearing, and he had a Israelite turban on, like an Israelite head wrap turban on, and I just felt and I knew that was Jesus of Nazareth, because I don't know. I saw the sandals. I know in the back in the day, everybody kind of looked like Jesus when it comes to what they weared or whatnot. But when I saw this man had to be. It seemed like the body I was inhabiting knew that this was Jesus of Nazareth just walking past. Right? I just felt it. I felt it. If I put myself back in the day, I probably wouldn't have noticed, because I don't really know who Jesus looks like. But the body that I'm inhabiting knew, right? He knew that I was Jesus or whatnot. So I felt that was Jesus of Nazareth. He walked in front of me, right past the officer, right? And I looked at Jesus. He said something. I'm not sure if he said anything to the officer, but he said something. But he said it something to me, I guess. But I don't remember what he said. But all of a sudden, this word came into my mouth. This word came into my mouth for me to answer this officer, right? And I said to the officer, I don't know. I don't know if Jesus gave me this word or whatever. I don't know if he gave me this word to tell the officer. I don't know what's going on. But for some reason, this came out of my mouth. I kid you not. This is what I answered the officer after he asked me, well, what am I supposed to be at this time as I'm leaning on the bush? I told the officer, I'm like a bush with the leaves, and I'm swaying back and forth as the wind blows through me. I'm like the tree. I'm like the bush that blows back and forth as the wind passes by. This is what I said to this officer. Right? And then I continue to go on as I'm leaning on this bush, and I look to the ground. I grab a twig, and I start digging into the dirt that's right next to the bush. I start digging into the dirt, and I'm feeling so much pain right now. I'm feeling pain and anguish, and I lean back, right? I lean back, and I set out a big. I bellowed, or I should say, I shouted. I wouldn't say I shouted, but I bellowed from the depths of my bowels, a big, "Oh God of Israel." Like, this is how I said it. I kid you not. Like, I was in so much pain. I was crying at the same time. And I said, "Oh God of Israel." Something like that. I know it sounds funny. I know it sounds funny in a sense. But the body that I was inhabiting, it seems like, in this dream was in so much pain and in sorrow that he had to look to the sky. He leaned back, looked to the sky, and said, "Oh God of Israel." Right? And that's when the dream ended. I woke up and I was feeling I was feeling his pain. Whatever pain he was going through, I don't know. Whatever pain this body was going through, I was feeling it. I felt he was hurt. This whoever this was, whoever I was inhabiting was hurt. But I don't know. I don't know why he said, "Oh God of Israel." Maybe he's pleading. He's pleading for his God to come down and fix things in his life. I would say. Same thing with us, in a sense, right? We want God to come down and fix things in our lives in a way, right? Which is a great prayer, I would say. Hey, if you're liking the content thus far, don't forget to press that like button. And if you really liking the content and you watching my other videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. That's when the dream ended. Jesus. I don't know. I seen Jesus. I seen his sandals. But it seems like as if he gave me the word. He gave me the word to answer this officer. He gave me the word. I did see when I seen Jesus. I did see him say something. I did see him talk. But in my mind, I'm thinking he's talking to the officer. I don't really think he was talking to the officer. It seemed like he said something to put something in my mouth to say a word to tell this officer what I guess what he needed to hear or something. I don't know. But man, it's kind of we want God to come down. We want God to take every persecution, every travail that we endure away, right? There is some things that we can do to alleviate our pain in this world, and it has a lot to do with sin, of course. If we stay away from sin or stop sinning, there wouldn't be so much craziness in the world. There wouldn't be so much hurt and pain. So there wouldn't be so much homelessness out here. There wouldn't be so much poverty out here. There wouldn't be, and it all goes back to sin. Our love for money, or whether it be our love for money, whether it be our love to see pain in people's eyes. Like I know people that this is how evil this world is. I know people that thrive off knowing whether someone is down at this time. Like they're glad some people are glad to see that you're down right now because you were up at one point. You were up and you were thriving. There's some people that love to see that you're down at this time. You're down and you're down in your finances. You're down. You're divorced or something. There's something going wrong in your life at this time. You're going through the storm. There's some people that thrive off loving to see that because I don't know, it gets them a thrill for some odd reason, or maybe they wish they had your former life. I don't know. They wish for your downfall. They pray for your downfall too. It's crazy how people pray for your downfall, bro. Literally, you may not even know it. Behind the scenes, people are praying for your downfall. For you to fall off that ladder. They want you to fall off the ladder. They praying for it, literally. Just as in the scripture, as the scripture says, right? Was it one of the nations? I think it was the Moab nation. The king wanted the prophet Balaam to curse the Israelite nation. Praying. He wanted them to pray for their downfall. He don't even know them. The Moab nations didn't even know the Israelites yet. You know what I'm saying? They just saw that they was growing in number. Right? The king of Moab saw that the Israelite nations was just growing in number. That's it. But he saw that and like, oh, nah, let me get the prophet. Curse them right now. Curse them. Mm-mm. You got people praying for your downfall in real life, 2024. Little do you know you have enemies. Little do you know. People are looking at what you have. Look at what God has blessed you with, that you're thriving. Right? That you're thriving. And they're praying for your downfall. They're praying for your marriage to be obsolete. They're praying for your marriage to be obsolete. Are you kidding me? You have everything you need. Literally, you don't need nothing else. You have God. You have Jesus. You have everything you need. But people are praying for something to take. You ever what's that game called? What's that board game? Not that board game. What is kind of a board game? But what's it called? Jenga. That game called Jenga. They want to pull that. They want to pull the middle piece out, right? The little, well, not even the middle piece. Let's say that the towards the bottom, they want to pull out three of those pieces at one time, and that'll send everything crashing down. That's how they want you. That's how they want it to be done in your life. They want to pull out your Jenga. They want to pull out your Jenga pieces. So everything want to be. They want to see everything falling, crashing down. Don't let them pull out your Jenga pieces. Nah, bro. You have God. If you have God in your life, you have that foundation. You have that structure. He's the strong tower. He's that strong Jenga pieces, right? Don't let them do that to you, man. Don't let them. As a matter of fact, they're gonna try it. They're gonna try it. But you have God in your life. You know why? You got God in your life, and He's not gonna allow nobody to curse you. No. You are His favorite people. Please gain people out here that's listening. Please gain your relationship with Jesus. Have that relationship with the Son. For your prayers won't go unanswered. Your prayers won't go unanswered. Seriously. Don't pray for bull crap though. Don't pray. Of course, don't pray for bull crap. Pray for the things that you know that you can't control. That you know that God is capable of doing. You know, don't pray for vanity things. Of course, you being vain. But if you pray for the right things, why would your prayers go unanswered? You are an elite. You're among his people, man. And knowing that, since you're a peculiar people, He's not gonna allow these people to hurt you, to want you to fall, to curse you in a sense. And that's exactly what happened in the Bible. It's exactly what happened in the Bible. God didn't allow Balaam to curse the Israelite nation. No, He said bless them. I want you to bless them. These are my peculiar people. They are loved and highly favored right now. That's why I want all my people that's listening to this to be highly favored in God's eyes. Turn your life around today. Stop being like people, as my dream entails. Stop trying to be like your idols. Stay away from these idols. Everybody's acting like an idol in my dream. Running around, even in ancient Israelite time, they had their idols running around, dressing up and talking like these pagan deities or gods or whatever it was. We doing the same thing today. Running around trying to look like every celebrity under the sun. We doing what they do. It's a full circle. But Jesus, when you put Jesus in your life, He comes walking past in His sandals. That's when you should give your life to God and praise His name. Oh, God of Israel. But that's the recording, man. That's it, man. That's the message. That's the short message. Catch you guys later. If you guys and girls made it this far, press that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on my Facebook page, take the time to subscribe to my YouTube page at Notice TV. That's all caps, NOTICE TV. I'll catch you later and may God bless you.